Good morning. It is a Saturday in early April. We are hiking out of Cosby Cosby Campground today. We saw 2 days in a row of good weather and we thought we should take it. So we are hiking up the Snake Den Ridge Trail today, which sounds pretty ominous and should be pretty ominous because we're going to be doing a lot of elevation gain today. So we're going to hike up Snake Den Ridge up to where it intersects with the Madron Bald Trail. We're going to go downhill on that a little bit, and we're going to turn around and come right back uphill, get ourselves up to the Appalachian Trail, and then turn around and come back. And right now, the thing that is getting me through the day is that we have cheese fondue waiting for us at camp for dinner. So fingers crossed that it's as good as it sounds.
Shove your feet off the edge.
Yeah.
And then, you clear it. Okay. You're doing better than I did. Just putting my head. Don't stand up quite yet. Careful. This isn't awkward at all.
Well, we've been climbing, and we have found the snow line. We've climbed about 2,500 feet of elevation today, just under 4 miles, and it is so pretty. We could see snow up on the mountains from our campsite, but we weren't sure how high up the snow line actually was, or if it would still be here once we actually did the climb. But sure enough, here's all this lush green rhododendron covered in snow. There's a couple inches actually on the ground, so it has been a fun adventure to be romping through this. Mile check-in. We have done 4,500 feet of climbing. We are back on our way down, so we should be done with most of the climbing, just maybe a couple feet here or there. We are still in snow. It's been melting throughout the day. I think we've probably hiked in snow though for about 8 miles, which is just absolutely wild to think about. Out here, we passed 3 backpackers a little bit ago who were on their way up to some shelters on the AT. But other than that, it's been an incredibly quiet day. We are still looking forward to cheese fondue. it. That's not awkward at all. We are wrapping up our first day of hiking out here from the Cosby campground area. We, in addition to doing Snake Den and part of Madron Bald trails, we had a couple of small like front country trails to connect parts of the area to each other that we're picking up. So right now we're hiking on the Low Gap Trail. We did like a horse trail because it connected to where we needed to go. So we're just piecing together a few more things. We are going to clock in at a total of 15 miles with 4,500 feet of elevation. It's been awesome. An awesome day out here. We've had wildflowers blooming and hiked through inches of snow. So like total extremes. We highly recommend being careful about the campsites that you book in the Cosby campground area. If you're camping in a tent, there's tons of good options because there's really good tent paths. But on those tent-only sites, you parallel park. And so if you're like us, where you have a camper on top of your car, or if you have a van or an RV, those options are really not very good. We are in site A21, and it's a very good one. It's almost flat. We've got our own tiny little creek right out the back window that we could sleep to all night long. And it's a pull-in site, so we have plenty of room to feel like we're tucked away into a campsite instead of just parked along the side of the road. So that's our big tip for today, is to look at campsite A21 or A22. Also looks excellent.
Directions say, open pouch, pour into pan, slowly bring fondue to a boil. Keep stirring till smooth. So I'm going to actually turn this down. Keep stirring. I just don't understand how that's going to go to anything soft and smooth.
I was thinking if the other battery hadn't been dead, we could just have brought the fondue pot.
That would have been awesome. What do you think? Very good? Mm-hmm. Just so you know, I only brought the vegetables for you. Mmm.
Yeah, that's good. Did you eat a carrot?
I ate a carrot.
You did, right? You ate one carrot?
I ate 2 carrots, I think. We'll have to look back on the video.
Okay, we are out on day 2 of our hiking in the Smokies. We moved our car this morning over to the Madron Bald trailhead, and we are setting off for what might be our last hike out of this parking area. We are going to hike up to the Albright Grove today, which has been on our list of things we're excited about for a really long time. So it's finally happening. And then we're going to go past the Albright Grove up to campsite 29, which is where we turned around yesterday. I'm expecting some uphill today, but not as bad as yesterday. And hoping our legs have this in them. We have passed up our final landmark of the day, campsite 29. We sat and had a very early lunch there. It's a little after 10 a.m. when we were eating. And now we are headed back down the Madron Bald Trail. This sucker has been blowdown central. Like, this guy right here, this is nothing. We have been just like scrambling through such crazy blowdowns today. It's been really slow going. The trail up to Albright Grove Loop was easy peasy, no big deal at all. But shortly after that, just this area must have gotten hit with a really bad windstorm. Either that or they just like never maintain it because it is covered in really rough stuff. So we'll see if we feel inspired to get the camera out during any of it or not. It's really annoying hiking, so difficult to say what we'll do ahead of time. We are on the home stretch of today, hiking down the last bit of the Madron Bald Trail. This is actually the first time we've ever hiked this trail backwards to the car, to the parking lot. Every other time we've been doing hiking out of here as a shuttle, so we've started here and ended somewhere else. This is a very wide old dirt road, so we're really enjoying the last few sections of this hike being easy. We ended up doing 60 blowdowns. So 60 hard blowdowns. There were some we didn't even count because they weren't bad enough to count. And we had 12 stream crossings that we were able to stay dry on, but still took some effort. And we've seen 6 hikers. So 10 blowdowns per hiker is our ratio for the day. All in all, we've had a fabulous weekend. This was a really good training stretch for us. We hiked 2 days and did 27 miles with 7,300 feet of elevation gain. So our legs are feeling it, but also it's really good to head into the summer being strong and ready to take on solid days whenever we have a chance. So now we are gonna get back to the car, drive home through the park, get ourselves cleaned up, and scheme about what to eat for dinner. Thanks for watching, y'all. We hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, or if you want to cheer us on in our goal to hike every mile of every trail and every national park, give us a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions about what to hike in the Smokies or about where we're headed next, we'd be happy to chat about it in the comments. No matter what, we hope you have a great hike wherever you're headed next, especially if it's in Great Smoky Mountains National Park.